If you want to learn from the pros and become the best Madden player possible, check out Playbook GG. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing some Madden 19 head-to-head gameplay, some really good stuff. We're taking on the House Rules event for this week. Those of you that don't know what House Rules is, basically every week in Ultimate Team, there's a 48-hour event called House Rules, and each week there's a different, set of stipulations. This week, you're getting a 1st and 5 instead of a 1st and 10. Every set of downs is 1st and 5, but the catch is you only have 2 downs to convert. So if you don't get those 5 yards on the first play, that means you have to consider punting. If you're in field goal range, you have to consider taking the field goal, because if not, if you don't convert on that second down, your opponent gets the ball back. So that's going to make this interesting, very defensive oriented, which I like, because I feel like I'm a better defensive player this year than an offensive player. And basically it means every play matters. Every play can swing the momentum of the game no matter what the score is. If you can get a stop on 1 or 2 plays, you can get the ball right back. So already on first down, we stop him short. He throws to the hard flat. We had a hard flat there, so he only picks up a few yards. So now he's trying to convert the second down. If he doesn't convert here, we get the ball back and we get the sack with Cam Jordan. He block sheds off the edge. So just that quick, this is what I'm talking about. Defensive game, we have the ball back, and he's pausing the game. Would he quit already, which would be kind of weird? Would he do that? And yes, he said, I'm out of here. I don't even want to play no more. Kind of weird, because like I said, every play matters. Literally, he could stop me the next 2 plays, get the ball right back, or stop me on 1 play and hold me to a field goal and only be down 3. There's really no reason to quit out of this so early, just because of, like I said, how quick the momentum shifts. But people do what they do. It is what it is. So now we're hopping into the second game. The goal here is to win 6 games in a row without losing a single game, as we get a big sack on first down. So basically, you have to win 6 games without losing a single game. If you do that, you get a bunch of coin rewards and other rewards. So we got 1 down. We got number 2 going here. He's scrambling out on a 2nd and 15, which is basically like a 4th and 15. He gets hit. We had great coverage there, and he is off the field. We are now back on the field. So just like that, like I said, that's how the momentum goes in this game. Every single play matters. You have to convert those 5 yards in 2 plays, or your opponent's getting that ball right back. So here, 2nd and inches. If I don't convert here, he's getting the ball. It is risky. I should take the 3, but I feel confident, Inches getting the QB sneak. So I go for it, and we're going to keep it moving. Also, playing in some different jerseys, as you can see. Normally I rock the Saints jerseys, but what I've decided to do is just kind of stick with some different teams going forward. As I throw a bad pass there and he bats it down. I'm just going to use the Saints jerseys when I do my Saints themed team gameplays. When I do regular mud, I'm just going to start switching up the jerseys, just because it gets boring looking at the same jerseys over and over. So here we are, 2nd and 5. I'm going for it. I dump it down to Kamara, hit a spin move, so I keep myself from going out of bounds, and we are down on the inch line again. Should maybe take a field goal here. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because it's 1st and goal. Thought it was 2nd down. So I go for the sneak there. He actually stuffs the sneak. So now I'm in a situation where I should probably be taking the field goal here, just because I already got to stop. I'm going to get the ball at half, and, I only have 2 downs, not 4 to get it. But I feel confident, and when I need an inch, I'm always going for the QB sneak. And we just barely break the plane with Drew Brees, and just like that, we are up 7-0 on this guy here. So he's pausing the game now. We're going to have another quit already. Like, would he quit that? Would he do that? Nope. Okay, he didn't quit. So, we're good to go. I guess he said, I'll hang in there a little bit longer. I'm not going to give up as easily as the last guy did. And again, in mud, a lot of times, you do see people quit out early. I think a reason for that maybe is because, a lot of people, maybe they spend a lot of money on their team, or just whatever the case is, and if they can't just hop into a game and just instantly see success, they just want to quit out and go to the next game. So here we go. He's got the ball, and now he's moving down the field on the first play with a nice pass to, I believe that was Barkley, and he's just going to try to move down the field, maybe tie the game up. Again, like I said, I really enjoy this from a defensive perspective, because I feel confident that I can stop you 2 plays in a row. Where Madden gets a little more difficult is on that 3rd and on that 4th play, trying to stop people, with the game being as fluky as it is with broken tackles, aggressive catches. That's when it gets harder to stop people. But 2 plays, I feel confident any day of the week that I can get you off the field in 2 plays. So here, 2nd and 5, he's going to go for the play action. I kind of bit there, and I got sucked into a block. He's going to deliver the ball down the field. I'm not sure who that tight end is, but he delivers it down the field for a nice gain. So he's now driving on us, and we have to start locking up. I'm holding on that first play, but he's getting the ball off on that second play, so we kind of have to lock up here. Like I said, the goal is to win 6 in a row without losing 1, so we have to, pretty much be perfect. Here we're able to force a throwaway, so for the 3rd set of downs in a row, we have him on 2nd down and 5, which is essentially like 4th and 5. So let's see if we can get off the field here. We're using, we're covering up everything. He's going to throw it into traffic. We get the swat with Brian Dawkins, and just like that, we have the ball back. He hasn't quit yet, so he's hanging in there at least a little bit longer, it seems like. We're going to try to move the ball down the field here, dumping it down to Mike Thomas, and we're just going to keep moving these chains. We're just going to try to keep ourselves out of these second down situations. There, hitting Kamara in the flat. Down the sideline, gonna put on a juke, get some extra yards. Huge play by Kamara. We're in position to take a 2-score lead, which is very good right now. We're gonna try to go up 2 scores here. Gonna dump it down here to Ricky Williams. He's gonna take a big hit from the computer, unfortunately, and drop the ball. So I'm gonna take my 3 here. I'm not gonna be stubborn here. It's 2nd and 5. I have a chance to go up 2. That's what you do here. Even though, 5 yards is very easy to get, I'd rather just secure the 2-possession lead. I think that's important, especially with how my defense is playing. I already got 2 stops, and with only 2 downs, it's going to be hard for him to, once you get a little bit of a lead with this event, it's going to be kind of hard to stay in there. So we got great coverage. Nothing's open. He's going to dump it down over the middle, and it's Demario Davis with a pick, and he's going to go, boop, get him out the way. We're all the way for a touchdown. What a fake out there. Kind of tried to truck, and the guy ran past me. That's why Davis, as you saw in the beginning of the lineup, the second best player on the team, he makes those type of plays. And I think now this guy is out. 3 seconds before the second quarter, he's out. So we've yet to make it to the second quarter. This guy here, you can see by his top 3 players, doesn't have the best team in the world. So going into this, I kind of expect to kind of take this guy out too. So we're just going to try to knock out all 6 in one video. The way we got people quitting, and already on the first play, he throws it right into coverage. That was a little bit risky there. A second later, and that could have been picked, but it's fine. We're going to play defense. We're in the Bucks creamsicle jerseys. Really love these jerseys, so I bought them. Or not bought them, but, did the set to get them so that we can, try to, wear some new stuff, like I said. So here we go, 2nd and 7, basically 4th and 7. Nothing's open. He's hanging in the pocket. He's going to throw it up. We're going to swat it, and it is incomplete. Give me the ball back, and just like that, we're going to dump it down here. Hand off to Ricky Williams, trying to get down the field. Like I said, 2 plays, man. I feel like I could get anybody off the field in 2 plays. I don't care if you're the best player in the world. Here we're going to dump it down to Jimmy Graham on the 1-yard line. And again, we're going to go QB sneak. He was offsides here, so we're going to accept the penalty. We didn't actually get in, but that's going to move us an inch closer, which is good. We're going to try to dive it in. And don't tell me that... Are you serious right now? Is this the 3rd game in a row we're not going to make it to the second quarter? Yeah, he's out. So now it's game 4. So we just running through them. We're going to try to knock all 6 out in this one video, because the way people are dropping like flies, it just doesn't look like we're going to make it to halftime. So now we're getting the ball first, back in the creamsicle jerseys. We got 3 games down, 3 to go. We're on offense here, trying to dink and dunk down the field. His guy dove there, tried to get a swat, but missed it. Lucky for us, he didn't get the swat, so we're able to get a nice gain out of that. Going to just keep marching down the field here, or at least try to, and put up a score. With this mode, it really sucks getting the ball first, because there's just so much pressure on you to get down the field. Because if you come out on your first play and don't get 5 yards, the smart thing to do is punt the ball. Because you're going to get, if you happen to, have a drop pass, or, get hit with an instant block shot or just something crazy, and here I just throw up a very bad pass and he picks it off, but at least he's way down in his, area of the field, so not the biggest deal in the world. But if you don't convert that first 5 yards, you literally have to think about punting the ball, because you can't afford to give your opponent the ball right there. So getting the ball first sucks. Here, we got everything covered. Cam Jordan again with another big sack. We saw one in the first game. We get a safety. That is huge. So after us throwing a bad pass, we, put the lockdown defense out there. We get a safety, and now we also get the ball in good field position. So we're going to try to go down and get a touchdown, make this a 2-score game, and see if we can at least make it to the second quarter too. So here we go to Jeremy Shockey moving the ball down the field. Here we're going to hand it off to Ricky Williams. Ricky's going to have a nice big hole there, try to truck, but that was a nice little gang tackle there. But I noticed this defense he was running was kind of leaving that B gap open for Ricky, so I'm going to revisit that in a minute. But right now we're just kind of dumping it down, taking what's there, especially like I said with this kind of event. You have to be smart, take what's there, don't try to wait for the big play. And again, like I said, that gap was open. We took it with Ricky one more time into the end zone, and here he's doing the Fortnite dance, and now we are up 9-0. He hasn't quit yet, so maybe this guy's got a little bit more fight than the previous few guys that we've played. So here we go, we're using, nothing's open. He's going to dump it down, and who is it again? Demario Davis to the house, the second best player on the team. It's his second pick of the day in the video. He got a pick last game that forced a quit, and now he's got a pick the next game that is going to, you guessed it, he's going to force a quit, because, nobody has any fight. Nobody has any fight out here. They just want to hit the parking lots early. They want to leave. They want to go home. You just need to stop somebody for 2 plays. That's all you got to do. 2 plays and it's over. So hopping into the next game. Again, you see Demario Davis right there, that 99 overall. 2 games in a row with the pick 6. I like to just play the hard flats a lot, because what people do is they throw to the hard flat. They love throwing to the flats. They love throwing to the flats. So if you shade your defense down, you're going to get a lot of picks just off the strength of that. So again, we got the ball first. We're going to have to roll out here. Felt a little pressure. We got a nice catch with Shockey there. Kind of lost a few yards coming back to the ball, but just wanted to make sure I secured the pass. Here we go, moving down the field. Got Jimmy Graham with a nice catch, and he's bumbling. They're trying to strip the ball out, but he holds on to it luckily, and we're just moving. But like I said, getting the ball first it's annoying in this mode right here. Dumping it down to Kamara. What a spin move. Pulling away, and he finally gets brought down. But yeah, getting the ball first sucks because you have to really be perfect. Now here, we're in a situation where I had an incomplete. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. I had an incomplete on first down. So I'm going to be smart, take the 3, because the way I look at it is, you know, getting the ball first is so hard to getting scoring position when you only have 2 downs to convert. So we did get down the field. We're going to take the 3, be smart, and, you know, try to play defense now because the defense has been playing good. And again, we get somebody else in the hard fights. This time it's the Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins to the house. That's 3 games in a row that players threw to the hard flat when we had hard flat coverage there, and it got picked for 6. Well, actually, the first pick really wasn't a hard flat. The first pick was a little bit more over the middle, but the defense was shaded down. And are we going to have another person that fails to make it to the second quarter? Yes, he's gone. There's no fight out here. These people, you can see we got 5 games knocked down, and in real time, this was maybe like 40 minutes. We knocked 5 games down. So we're trying to knock down literally all 6 games of the event in under an hour. And here in this last game, this was a problem because the lag in this game was so bad. Don't know why. Again, we get the ball first and we got to move down the field. So far, we're doing a good job of that, getting 2 first downs in a row. But the lag was atrocious, and I just don't know why, because the previous 5 games, no lag, nothing good, and we get in this game and it's just terrible. And this guy actually was a little bit knowledgeable. I could tell by playing that he was way better than the previous 5 people we played. And here you see getting a huge sack on 2nd and 10. The reason we're in 2nd and 10 is because I didn't show it on camera, but I got to delay a game because of the lag. And then I also had to call a timeout on another separate occasion because of the lag. So, you know, playing someone that was a little bit more knowledgeable, a little bit better at the game, plus the lag was making it tough. So already we're in a bad spot here because we got the ball first, did not do anything with it. Now he goes up 7-0, not what we wanted, but we're not like the other guys. We're going to fight. We're not quitting out. I think we're going to actually at least make it to the second quarter this time, it would look like. We're definitely not quitting out. Like I said, literally every play can turn this game around. So there's no reason to quit out like any of those other guys did. Here, we're going to go down the field with a wheel route on a big 2nd down. We get the first down. And here, we're driving, we're moving. Here, he almost baits me there. Really good user by him. He took away what I wanted to initially go to. I was a little late on the check down read, but he was a little late getting there as well. If he was maybe a half second quicker, that was easily getting picked. So luckily, that didn't happen here. Just moving down the field, and we get a huge hit stick right there. Or my opponent gets a huge hit stick, and we drop the ball. So 2nd and 5, we have to convert here. We're going to hit the comeback route to Michael Thomas, one of the most underused routes in the game, one of my favorite routes to go to in big situations, and we hit it. Here, going to pull out a little 0-1 trap action because he's running this 4-6 defense, and if I remember correctly, the 0-1 trap works good versus it. So that was the first time I tried it. Now I know in my head, I said, okay, I can use that to my advantage. I'm going to wind up taking 3 here because I had another incompletion, so I didn't want to, you know, come away with no points on that drive. So we're up, or he's up 7-3. Here we're going to put the defense on him. He's going to throw it into coverage. Not really in a situation where I could pick it, so I had to swat it. And he's going to actually punt the ball. I was surprised by this, but just like I said, literally one play can turn the game around. I got 1 stop, and now I forced him to punt because he didn't want to give me the ball in that field position. But I'm going to go back to that 0-1 trap because he was hitting me with the 4-6 blitz a little bit in the first drive, and then I kind of started shifting my line certain ways to pick it up, but then I also realized the 0-1 trap. Again, you see the big hole that opens up as Ricky takes a huge hit, but the big hole that kind of opens up in that B gap with that run is there. So I'm going to keep going back to that. Here, we're going to hit the wheel route again. It's been successful versus the defense he's running. We're marching down the field. He pauses the game. There's no way this guy's quitting because he's up right now, and he's not a bad player. There's no way he's going to quit, and yes, that's it. We knocked out 6 games, and in real time, it was about 55 minutes. Knocked out 6 games. Made it to the second quarter 1 time. Nobody has any fight in them, but I ain't going to complain. I got my 6 wins. I got 46,000 coins for doing it because you get 40,000 coins for getting the 6 wins plus 1,000 coins a game. And you get a whole bunch of trophies and other stuff. So we knocked them down. We knocked them all out quick. I was just planning to do a video on 1 game, but since everybody kept quitting, I said, well, we might as well just combine them all into 1 video. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it entertaining. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely comment and like below. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, I will see you guys next time.